How are you guys today? Hi, good morning. Come on up. All right, I've got a couple questions for you today. Who knows what this is? A can opener, right. Very good. Can opener. What's it good for? Could you open a can with, could you just open a can with your bare hands? Not unless it's a pop top, right? But so that's what this is. This helps us, right? Helps us open cans. Okay. How about this? Who knows what this is? It's a sunflower, but it's got something. It's something else. Anybody know? A filter? No, but good guess. Good guess. Sometimes this one's kind of a decorative one, but what this is a jar opener. You put this on a jar you can't open, and it helps you get extra grip on it. So it helps us open jars. Yeah, it looks like a sunflower. It's a decorative one, yeah.
Like that, but it doesn't look like that.
There's yeah, exactly. They have lots of them look different. What about this? Anybody know what this is? Oh, you all knew. I didn't have to extend it to say, what about that? Yeah, it's a back scratcher. You know where it came from, don't you? Yeah. It helps us scratch our back, right? So those are like everyday, ordinary things that help us. But what about some fancy, some really technological things that help us? What about this? Anybody know what this is?
Satellite.
Close. What is it?
That is a screen and satellite.
Oh, it's actually something very special, and there's only one of these. It's the Hubble telescope. You all ever heard of that? Yeah, it's the Hubble telescope, and it orbits in space, right? It orbits actually just low orbit around the Earth. And you know what it helps us do? It helps us take pictures like this. Things that we cannot see with our naked eye, right? And there's one more. Look at that. I know. That helps us take those pictures. Looks like a butterfly, doesn't it? Yeah. So that helps us take pictures we can't see. So all these things are helpers, right? They help us. They're ordinary things and special things. So today's gospel, normally when we hear Bible stories in the gospel, who's the person doing the helping? Jesus or God, right? Sometimes the Old Testament, it's God's our helper, helps us, helps other people, and Jesus, you're right. And today's gospel kind of flips that up a little bit. So let me set the stage. Imagine Jesus, you know how Jesus got from place to place with the disciples, right? He walked, right? So imagine Jesus, he's walking, he's been walking all day. It's the middle of the day. The sun is over here. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's hot. He's dusty and all. And he comes up to this well, and there's this woman there, okay? And he asked her for help, right? He asked her for a drink of water. Now, this didn't just happen this wasn't an accident. Jesus kind of knew. He knew this. He kind of set this up. He was on purpose walking this route through Samaria because he wanted this woman to help him. So he asked her for a drink of water. It was part of his plan. And then as part of that, started talking. It was unusual. It was unusual because Jesus was being helped. It's also unusual because she was a Samaritan. And at that time, Jews, which Jesus was a Jew, and Samaritans didn't really talk to each other. They were, different countries, different beliefs. They didn't talk to each other. And it was unusual because she was a woman, and usually men and women didn't talk to each other unless they were it was their husband and wife, father and daughter, brother and sister. They didn't really talk to one another. So that was unusual too. But as he started talking to her, he was saying things to her that just made a lot of sense to her, and that she was astounded by them, so astounded by the things he was saying about salvation and living water that she ran back to her village and got a bunch of her friends and family and all, and brought them back to hear Jesus' words. And they first came because of what she said that he had told her about her. But then when they heard his words, they believed for themselves. And so they became saved and helped spread Jesus' word. So guess what? That was another way that the Samaritan woman was a helper to Jesus. He helped her bring others to his word, which was part of his plan all along. So she was the big helper to him, right? So what do you think? Do you think we're supposed to be helpers? Yeah. So what can we do, you think, to help God and Jesus?
If there's someone sitting alone, you can go next to them and talk to them.
You can help people who may be sad or just need a friend. All right. help others maybe less fortunate than us. Anybody else have any ideas? Yes. I'm sorry? Yeah, okay. Yes.
If someone's hurt, you can help them by like if you're at school and one of your friends get hurt, like from a kid kicking a ball up their face, you can bring them to the doctor.
Yeah, you can help support your friends at school. Other things I was thinking, one of Jesus's commandments to his disciples was to love others as, like ourselves. So we can help others, like a lot of the things you all said. We could be kind and nice to people, including our brothers and sisters, maybe, if we don't want to, right? Or and we can just love one another as we can do for others what Jesus and God do for us. We can forgive them, we can love them, we can help them. So yeah, that's exactly it. And so, the gospel is really long today. In fact, if you weren't in here, everybody got to sit down. But that's kind of, I think, the thing we can take from that. So, okay, so let's try this week. Maybe we can figure out ways that we can be helpers to God and Jesus, okay? You guys pray with me and repeat after me, okay? Dear God, thank you for sending Jesus to be our helper. This week, show us ways that we can be helpers for you and your Son. Amen.